Okay, so our tutorial for the day is all about Rule 20. So, as you can see, we are already moving on to the part C of call, right? So, we talk about lights and shapes. No? So, sa letter C po, as you can see, inuna po sa call reg yung Rule 1 to 19. So, Rule 1 to 19, if we're going to summarize it, it talks about our different actions. Okay, actions, assessments, okay, good seamanship, no? So, ganyan po yung mga po natin, guys, no? Okay, particular actions that we had discussed for the past Rule 1 to 19. So, here, it will aid us, how can we do the Rule 1 to 19? So, that is the Rule 20 until 37. So, on that note, we are going to prepare ourselves on how we can identify the different vessels, particularly if we're going to utilize and practice Rule 1 to 19 onto the different situation, actions, and type of vessel. So here, we're going to aid you on how we can identify the particular vessels that you are going to become aware of with the sailing vessel, fishing vessel, power-driven vessel, not under command, ram, pilots, and etc. So, let us talk about first how we can apply the lights and shapes. So, first in this rule, in this part, shall be complied in all weathers. So, the lights and shape for our call regs shall apply to all weathers, may it be raining, okay, snowing, okay, ano pa, sandstorms like that, okay, and also restricted visibility, no? Alright, so mga ganitong situation. So all of our lights and shapes should apply in all weathers and also the same during sunrise and sunset. So our lights particularly should apply during sunrise and sunset, madilim hanggang pa umaga. So normally on board, during the navigational watches, we never switch off, okay, our navigational lights for this kind of reasons. Okay? As per letter B. So, except such light as cannot be mistaken for the light specified in this rule or do not impart their visibility or distinctive character, interfere with their keeping a proper lookout. So, we shall never switch off any navigational lights. And not unless you're going to go to the port, no? So, pag nasa puerto po kayo, pwede po say switch off. But, the navigational lights itself are not being switched off. So this is an application for that. And we are going to proceed to letter C. Letter C is at the same time, the light prescribed by this rule shall if carried also be exhibited from sunrise to sunset during restricted visibility. So ganun din, babalik ka sa rule 3, ano ba yung definition? And may be exhibited in all other circumstances deemed necessary. So ganun din po siya, same application, para hindi na po kayo mahirapan on board. Never na po natin siya i-switch off. Okay? Not unless, okay, we are in port. No? Okay? So ano-ano ba yung mga navigational lights? We're going to discuss that in Rule 21 after this. No? So our key focus is the application of the lights and shape on board the vessel. So for the lights and shapes, it should be complied during daylight only. No? Kasi normally, as per Annex I, nakalagay yan, color po nito is black. Okay? And the letter E will comes in. The lights and shapes prescribed on this rule shall comply with the provisions of Annex I to this regulation. So in terms of application, pupunta po tayo sa Annex I of Call Reg. So on the later part of our discussion, you're going to see what are the different measurement, okay, color, range of visibility, ilang media po makikita, yung mga ilaw, okay, colors, tapos dimension, okay, and heights. No? Kung paano po yung placement of our lights and shape. So once you go on board, lahat ng to, as per Annex I, na-comply na yan. So if they're going to ask you during interview, saan ba natin makikita kung paano ginagawa yung mga lights and shape on board, we're going to go to Annex I. So here, if we're going to open it, it will talk about the different measurement, color, range and visibility, dimension, tapos height nung lights and shape on board. No? So ganito po yung application po natin for our lights and shape. So this is one of the key things that we need to consider if we are working on board a vessel. Kung tatanungin ka, saan mo makikita yung application ng lights and shape, we're going to talk about the Annex I and Rule 20. Okay? So that's all for today. Thank you.